Dante Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So in my last video, I reported when it comes to Teofimo and what Tim Bradley said about Teo. I told you guys, you know things look really bad when the guy that's doing the interview is 1000% pro Teofimo. He is genuinely trying to defend Teofimo in every regard. And even in doing so, he accidentally speaks the truth and makes Teofimo look even worse. Well, now I'm telling you, you know things are getting worse and worse by the minute when Teofimo can't even go to ESPN and get one of those witness protection softball interviews. Because these are the interviews that Teo is used to doing. He's used to doing interviews where the guy who's interviewing him is basically answering all the questions for Teo. Telling Teo, hey, you're undisputed. You can fight whoever you want. Don't worry about the boxing fans trying to pressure you into fighting Devin Haney or Tank Davis. You call the shots. And then once they throw out their pitch, they say, anything you want to add on to that, champ? Anything else you want to say on top of that, Lopez? These are usually how old media interviews go. So Teo, he was expecting the usual type of interview, and this time he was caught off guard. And they were actually asking him real questions that an actual reporter would ask. I'm not talking about no tough, creative questions, just common sense questions that old media is usually afraid of asking because it might expose him. You know, questions like, so what happened to that contract that you said you were going to send out to Kambosos and Devin Haney, and whoever signs it first, that's who you're going to fight? Questions like, you said right after the Loma fight that you want to fight Tank Davis and Devin Haney, but you don't think that they're going to step to the plate. Have any of these fighters step to the plate? Did Devin Haney ever contact you? Did they step to the plate? Those are the type of real questions that a reporter is supposed to be asking. Not just telling him how great he is and he no longer has to fight anyone. He could just sit around and cherry pick for the rest of his career. Okay, so anyway, Teo does this interview with ESPN, once again, expecting it to be a routine type of interview. Once again, this time, Teofimo was actually confronted with real type of questions. Teo, he did an interview with Mark Kriegel or something like that. And you could tell that Mark was alluding to the news of Teofimo turning down $4 million to fight Kambosos for less. So while Teofimo is, doing the same type of stuff that he does, he's saying how, Tank and Devin, they have to earn their shot. They don't deserve to fight me. This is what Mark ends up saying to him. Check it out.
Not these guys. They haven't earned their spot yet. They haven't earned their strike.
Wait a second. Let me play devil's advocate. You could make a lot of money fighting Devin Haney, Brian Garcia, Tank Davis. You could cash out.
Absolutely,
guys,
but
right?
The thing is that we're not giving handouts. You got to earn it. We took the cuts, we took the punches, we took the blows, and we did it the right way. Respect isn't given, it's earned, and I think that they need a wake-up call.
You know how I feel about you, but also money ain't free. You want the money. Those are big fights.
Yeah, and Teofimo is here not just for now, but forever. We're taking the throne. Canelo, Crawford, all of them, all due respect to all of them, but this is now the takeover. And this is what we're doing, baby. So I want to go off with this. I want to thank Walt Disney's Bob Iger, Bob Chapek, and I also want to thank my good friend Jimmy Pitaro, excuse the language. And hey, man, I think the president of ESPN, all love to all you guys, man. I want to thank everybody. And man,
we got a corporate plug here.
I'm thankful.
Okay, guys, so you seen right there, when the kitchen started to get hot, all of a sudden, Teo, he started talking about shouting out ESPN, Walt Disney. He wanted to get out of that conversation really quick because he wasn't used to reporters asking him real questions. Now, when you're listening to interviews, you have to listen to every little thing that is being said or you'll miss something. For example, there's a part in this interview where Mark, he says to Teo, he says, now you know what I think about you. He starts it off that way. And then he says, you're the one saying that you want to make money. And Devin Haney, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia is where the money is. So why would you turn down $4 million to fight Devin Haney just to fight Kambosos for less than that, probably less than half of that? This is what Mark is saying to Teo. And the reason why I brought up the part where he says to him, now you know what I think about you. He's telling him, look, you know, I'm pro Teo. Now, Teo, you know this. I ride with you. But this is not making sense, though. I'm trying to make you look good. You know what I think about you. But I thought you wanted to make money. You're the one that's been telling people, I'm trying to go forward. I'm not trying to go backwards. It's about making money now. This is exactly what Teo said. He said, it's about making money now. He said the reason why he was fighting Kambosos is because he can make much more money fighting Kambosos than he would fighting Devin Haney. So Mark just basically checked him on that, but he tried to do it in the most friendliest way. So when he asked him this question, why wouldn't you fight those guys when you're going to make more money? Teo's answer was, because I'm not here to give out handouts. This is what he said. I'm not here to give out handouts. You know, guys, I sometimes wonder if Teo is aware that all of the numbers are documented. How much he gets paid, how much Devin gets paid. This is all public record, right? Maybe he knows this, or maybe he just doesn't care if people find out what the truth is. But since New Media's Dante's Boxing Nation is all about the whole truth, I'm going to show you guys the numbers. So here's the numbers right here, guys. This right here is Devin Haney and Teofimo's net worth. It also shows you how much Teo got paid in his last 3 fights. Now let's start with the net worth. First of all, that's the old net worth for Devin Haney I have on the screen. That's for 2020. I'm going to go ahead and put the 2021 net worth up right now. As you see, his is $6 million. So his net worth is $6 million. And Teofimo's net worth is $2.59 million. So Teo has earned less than half of what Devin Haney has as a pro so far. Let's look at how much Teo made when he fought against Nakatani. He made $250,000 when he fought Nakatani. He made $400,000 when he fought against Richard Comey. And then he made his highest payday against Lomachenko, which was $1.25. So check this out. By way of contrast, when Devin Haney fought Alfredo Santiago, he made $1 million. When Teo fought Richard Comey, he made $400,000. So that means Devin Haney damn near almost doubled what Teofimo made in 2 fights. But it gets deeper than that, guys. Because once again, when Teo fought Lomachenko, he made $1.25, and Devin Haney, he made damn near $3 million in the Gamboa fight. It was very close to $3 million. Once again, Devin Haney has doubled. In one fight, he has doubled what Teofimo made in his next 2 fights. Teo's last fight was against Loma, once again, 1.25, and he's going to make he was offered 1.25 to fight Kambosos, but that's why the fight is going to purse bid. So he should make more than that. But whatever he makes, combined in his next 2 fights, Devin Haney matched that in just 1 of his fights. And then you have Devin Haney, who offered Teo 4 times the amount of what he made against Lomachenko and what he will most likely make against Kambosos. And it's Teo saying that he doesn't want to give handouts? You don't have to be the best at math to know that if anyone is giving out a handout, it's Devin. It sure ain't Teofimo. I mean, that's like Canelo Alvarez saying that he doesn't want to give Floyd Mayweather a handout. It's not adding up for Teo. He's making himself look worse. And the reason why he's making himself look worse and worse every day is because he's not being truthful. That's the problem with lying. Once you tell one lie, then you got to keep lying to cover up the original lie. And that's what's happening right now with Teofimo. If Teo would have just came out and he would have been honest and he would have said, look, man, this is a very dangerous fight. I really praise and I really respect the skills of Devin Haney. I want to make him my last out of the four, out of the Fab Four. I want him to be my last fight or whatever. I probably won't be ready for that fight for another year or two. If he would have just came out and said that, people would have respected him more. But every day he gets caught in a lie. He told us that he was going to make, him and his dad said they were going to make $10 million to fight Kambosos. Now we find out that Bob Arum just offered him 1.25, and we know for a fact Devin offered him $4 million. They turned down $4 million to make less money, way less money, to fight Kambosos. So Teo's money excuse, it blew up in his face. It turned out that was a huge cap. Now he's trying to say he turned down 4 times the amount of money he could have made because he doesn't want to give Devin a handout. But he wanted to give Kambosos some type of handout? Because once again, I want you guys to remember, just recently, Teo's manager came out and admitted that Teo did not have to fight as mandatory. They could have talked to the IBF. The IBF would have gave them permission to fight someone else. Kambosos was Teo's pick. It wasn't Top Rank, it wasn't Bob Arum, it was Teo's pick solely. They wanted to take this fight. So it'll be interesting to see who Teo gives handouts to this year. I'm sure whoever it is, they ain't gonna look nothing like Tank Davis and Devin Haney, if we believe anything that Teo is telling us right now, because he's showing he has absolutely zero interest in facing those guys now. But once again, once ESPN starts asking new media questions, boy, oh boy, the walls are closing in. The walls are definitely closing in for Teo. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, then this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Deki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodeki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram.